Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Kenspire Business Mantra. Friends, in this episode, we are going to enter a very important stage of our journey of business. Having decided the idea, the purpose, the vision, mission, core values, and the form of organization, now we have to get into a next important stage of strategic business planning. So, the word strategy means a long-term planning, right? Strategic meaning long-term planning. Now, already we spoke, we need to have a clarity about at least 5-year vision. Now, break that vision into bits and pieces and nuts and bolts. That is what is strategic business plan. It is just not about an Excel sheet work. Just putting a 5-year projected revenues in an Excel sheet is not going to bring success. When I talk about strategic business plan, it has to be a much more detailed working with complete description of all the factors and all the various resources, all the parameters have to be brought into the strategic business plan so that it becomes like a core document for implementation. If you look at the various principles I've been talking in the last few episodes, I'm more talking about putting everything in writing in documentation and not just to keep in our mind. Because very simple, writing crystallizes thought. That's the principle, friends. Talking about strategic business plan, various ingredients should be there. This is only an inclusive list. Depending upon your particular business, you can keep adding and modifying. Product profiling. That's a very important first step in a strategic business plan. What are the various products which you are offering? Services or products which you are offering? Profile them, describe them, give a clarity for the product profiling. Then related market analysis. Talk about the market information, competitor information. Talk about what is happening in the overall that particular product segment and ecosystem. Then next one is if the particular product involves technology, then describe in detail the technology aspect and how you are going to work on that and what is going to be there, the impact of the future technology on your particular product. That is a very important step. Today's technology is fine, but somebody need to have clarity about what impact the future technological development will have on your product. Obviously, the next one is resources. Define the various resources. Again, all these things are not just for 1 year, for 5 years, define it year-wise. The men or manpower required, machinery required, infrastructure required, everything, all the resources that are required, defined clearly in terms of the various periods, like in terms of all the 5 years. Obviously, the next one is capital. Translate everything into what is the capital required in investing into this men, machinery and all those infrastructure, everything. Talking about capital, divide into capital expenditure and the working capital requirement. Clear planning should be there. So, working capital planning will depend on your working capital cycle. Whether you are going to do a cash and carry business, whether you are going to extend the credit to your customers, whether you are able to take credit from your suppliers, define everything on paper and arrive at the amount of working capital you have to plan. Going forward, sales and marketing strategy, go-to-market strategy as we call it. It should be a very detailed go-to-market strategy and it cannot be a static one. You have to keep on evolving it over a period of time. Then you need to talk about how you are going to tackle the competition, what is going to be your pricing, what is going to be your costing, your COGS, what is going to be your contribution. Define all those individual parameters of your P&L. With all these inputs, one should be in a position to come with a projected profit and loss account and projected balance sheet. It's important to define the balance sheet also, then only it becomes complete. And based on that, clarity about the investment and the source of capital will emerge. Friends, this is an inclusive list of a typical strategic business plan one should develop at the beginning itself. Typically, for a period of 5 years, it is required. Now, what are the advantages of preparing such a document? As usual, we talk about clarity on paper as to how you want to proceed towards your vision, achieving your vision. Today, you are a 100 crore company, for example. In next 5 years, you want to reach 500 crores, assuming that is what your vision. You can't jump from 100 to 500 just like that. You have to break it into so many aspects, as I have already explained, and every year how the growth will be, and you have to work on the total CAGR, compounded annual growth rate. You have to arrive at that and then break it into pieces and completely arrive at every year planning. This particular document will give clarity not only to the top management, to the entrepreneur, but also to the key team members, the A team members of the organization, as well as to all the stakeholders. If you carefully look at the last point, which is, sources and applications, the capital required, both for capital expenditure as well as for working capital, will be clearly emerging out of this document. And that will tell you whether your own sources will be sufficient or you have to access external capital. Not every time you will be able to grow only with banking arrangements. Sometimes equity capital will also be required to be planned. So, a well-defined strategic business plan will help you in clearly defining what are the various elements for your business growth, how these various growth drivers are going to behave in the next 5 years, and what are the various actions to be taken, strategic decisions to be taken, resources to be planned in the next 5 years, and the resultant capital to be invested, and finally, how your projected profit and loss account will look like, so that you have clarity about the next 5 years. The vision and the strategic business plan should go together, and a strategic business plan is nothing but a detailed explanation of the vision as to how part of it, how you are going to achieve the vision. So, whether you are going to start your business or you are in an existing business, if you have not engaged yourself in preparing a strategic business plan, go ahead and try doing it in as detailed as possible in a manner. And the devil lies in detailing, as they say. Bring in every element of the business into this particular business plan. Define every aspect as I've already explained to you, and it will bring a lot of clarity in your thought, and your decision making will become much better. Friends, that brings us to the conclusion of this small episode on strategic business plan and its importance. And if you have any doubts on this, how to proceed, here is your contact email ID of Kenspire, to which you can write your queries or clarifications. We'll be happy to clarify such queries. Wishing you all the best, and till we meet next time in another episode of Kenspire Business Mantra. Thank you very much.